Getting your baby to go to sleep is one of the biggest challenges you'll face as a new parent. The July issue of American Baby has some tips on getting baby to bed. And joining us with the 5 S's of soothing is Jessica Hartshorn, senior lifestyle editor for American Baby. And you have 5 S's, and the first one is swaddling.
Swaddling, yes.
Which seems like a straitjacket.
Right, like you're wrapping your baby like a burrito. It's really comforting for them, though, because they have this reflex that makes their arms kind of flap out.
Twitch, right?
Yeah, right. They're a little twitchy, and so it bundles them like they were bundled inside you, and it's very comforting. And there are a lot of great swaddling blankets out there these days that make it a lot easier than it used to be.
My sister, huge fan of swaddling. In fact, she recommends it. You did it with your kids.
Yes, yeah, it helps a lot.
Keeps them.
And the nurses in the hospital, ask them for tips because they're like
experts.
Yeah.
And they do. I think they feel safe in that little cocoon.
Yes, and warm and protected.
Okay, and the next one is side lying. I mean, the baby lied in fetal position for how long? 9 months?
Right, while you carry them around. So when you do that sort of football hold, which is how you sort of naturally feed them, it is comforting. And so sometimes if you just sort of hold them that way as you walk around the house, it's a natural position for them, lying on their side as opposed to straight up and down.
And like for the men, it's like holding a football.
Yeah.
And then shushing, that noise can be annoying for adults, but
right, or you feel like maybe it's it's rude to be like shh to a crying baby, but the reason you do it, you have that instinct to do it, is because it does mimic the sound that they heard in the womb of your blood.
That's
and if you don't want to be shushing all the time, some babies can sleep to the sound of the static on the radio or a fan or the dryer, or I guess there are apps you can download now that make white noise.
Yeah.
Or a lot of crib soothers will make a noise that makes that same sort of shh.
I think it kind of helps clear your mind. We don't even know how much a racing mind a baby could have or doesn't have, so it's just kind of that sound just keeps everything.
It's familiar, and it drowns out the sound of sirens or neighbors or car horns.
Yeah, it works for adults too. Yeah. I have a white noise machine I enjoy very much. Yes. Swinging. So the baby, when in the tummy, was kind of swinging around a little bit.
Well, when you walk, sure, it actually was swinging in your womb. Yeah. And sometimes, they say, these are Harvey Karp's 5 S's, by the way. He's a brilliant pediatrician, and he says that the harder the baby's crying, the more vigorously you should swing. You should never actually, shake a baby, obviously. But a fast swing, or a lot of our readers use an exercise ball, and they sit with the baby on the exercise ball and jiggle, and they say that works like a charm. So that's the one I pass along to a lot of people. But babies like motion, and the rhythmic motion will lull them.
That's why a lot of times people take the baby for a drive or a walk,
the car seat or a stroll. Yeah, that can all help too.
All the movement helps. And then sucking. I know I read the article in the magazine American Baby, and I loved it. And they were talking about how a doctor had suggested not to use a pacifier, and the lady says that robbed me of like 5 days I'll never get back.
Right. You know what? I think there was a time when people really feared pacifiers because they thought there'd be nipple confusion, or they dreaded eventually having to wean. But you have a sucking reflex when you're born, and it really does soothe you. It's like, what lying on a warm beach is to me, and is sucking on a pacifier to a baby. They just love it. And often if one of these other 4 things, the swaddling or the swinging or the side lying, can calm them a little bit, then the pacifier can seal the deal. Yeah. And then they'll finally be able to drift off and relax.
In the baby's little world, it's total relaxation, and if they're in total relaxation, that means you're in total relaxation.
Yes.
So it's perfect. So a pacifier. So these are the 5 S's, and hopefully
one will work for your crying baby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jessica Hartshorn from American Baby magazine, thank you so much for joining us.